Anytime there are competitive constitutional rights at play, for example, First Amendment and the right to privacy, it causes for great conversation.
The city attorney's office considering those contrasting constitutional rights when it comes to protesting outside of healthcare facilities this week. News 8's Duncan McLean with the details on a possible ordinance change and talk with people close to this issue.
Soaring decibel levels at protests outside of healthcare facilities in Grand Rapids were the subject of a preliminary presentation to the Committee of the Whole this week. Those commissioners expressing measured interest in adapting the noise ordinance to bring those decibels back down to earth. Privacy and safety concerns top the list of motivators for the city attorney's office to consider a change to the noise ordinance that would prohibit amplified noise outside of healthcare facilities, which remains in its preliminary phases.
We haven't quite got to a proposal yet, but we wanted to gauge the City Commission's interest in whether or not we should revisit our noise ordinance around medical facilities, and if there was interest in preserving patient privacy and patient safety as they come and go.
Strom said there have been issues with some COVID-related care at facilities in the city, but most of the concern is related to the Heritage Hill neighborhood and the Planned Parenthood location there.
It's really annoying. It's annoying, it's irritating, it's harassment. And I do feel, even though I'm not for abortion, I feel for the women that go in here because it's like they're intimidated and then they're scared enough as it is.
And I just know that if I was going into the clinic, you know, my personal health care, things that are so emotional, so private, I just want to get in and get out.
Apart from the privacy concerns, the noise, according to neighbors, is downright deafening.
It is extremely loud. People down the blocks hear it.
It scares people sometimes. I mean, you got children around here, you know, and it's like when they're yelling and screaming.
News 8 also spoke with one regular outside the clinic who does use amplification in certain situations, but he said he does it by the book.
So we really only use amplification for two things. One is when protesters come and try to drown us out with their loud speakers or car horns, which we're dealing with right now. And two is when I preach the gospel. So a couple times a week I'll set up right in front of Planned Parenthood and I'll preach the word. We always make sure we're within the noise ordinance, but we want to be heard.
He added he would see this ordinance as an attack on free speech. Deputy Attorney Strom said the next step is drafting a few examples of language that could be added while consulting with other municipalities who have put similar ordinances on the books, adding that they'll return with that language to the Commission likely over the next few months. In the meantime, the noise and its disputed decibels will continue. In Grand Rapids, Duncan McLean, News 8.